What is going on, guys? Brent here. I apologize about the loud noise immediately. We got a generator running right next to us, but we're here for another race here at 81 Speedway. Should be a good one, coming off our best finish yet this year with a 4th place in our feature. We won the heat race, coming off 2 heat race wins in a row, so that's awesome. We didn't get as lucky this time with the pill draw. We drew an 87, which is going to put us deep in whatever heat race it puts us in. But that's okay. Hopefully that 1-2 shifting strategy is going to be able to get us back up to the front, and hopefully it won't matter too terribly much. Get us in a good spot for the feature. But should be a good one. It's very hot here today. I mean, it's 96, I think, today. Not much of a breeze. I mean, there's a little bit of a breeze. I mean, but it's not like crazy windy like it was last weekend. So weather is cooperating a little bit, fighting the heat a little bit, but it's not too terribly bad. We got a cooler full of water, so we should be good on that front. Got the car unloaded already. We're ready to go. The Honda logo was starting to look a little pink, so I went ahead and touched it back up a little bit so it's nice and red again. Didn't really change much on the car. Car felt pretty good at the end of last week. I mean, obviously the results showed it, so keeping her pretty much the way it was. Didn't even change the tire pressure, nothing. So I think we're going to roll just like this tonight and see how it goes. One thing that I did do to the car that's a little bit different is you see that little device right there. That's going to be a cool little tool, and I think you guys are really going to like that. One of the most common questions that we get asked running the mini stock class is how fast do our cars go? And to be honest, I never had a speedometer car, so I didn't have like a definite answer on there. What that little screen is on there is a speedometer that I just plug into the car, and it'll give you an accurate reading. I won't be able to see it on there, but you guys should be able to see it with the GoPro. And so you guys will be able to see about how fast we're going and what speed we're going in these cars. And you guys will have an answer, how fast we actually go in these mini stocks. I did forget to mention that we stopped at the gas station and we put about $10 worth of fuel in the car, just regular unleaded fuel. So we stopped at the gas station on the way here. Put about $10 worth of fuel in there. It's about 3.5 gallons. So that should be more than enough. We just weren't sure there's no fuel gauge in the car, so we weren't sure where we were in terms of fuel in the car. So we decided to play it safe, throw $10 in there. That way we're not weighing the car down too terribly much, but filling it up all the way. We're getting there just enough where we know we're going to be able to get it throughout the night and possibly the next couple nights. And I think we're just going to keep doing that. Just putting a little bit of fuel in there, putting in there enough that we know it's going to be enough to cover the races that night. It's about 4:45 right now, so about an hour before the driver's meeting. We only have 14 cars entered so far. Tonight we have the Revival late models going to be here. So there's a late model that's going to be parked next to us tonight. They're going to be like the main thing tonight. We haven't gotten the actual order events yet, so we'll get that after their driver's meeting. But hopefully we're not going to be last, because if the late models, especially if they have a longer race, I don't even know how long their race is. I guess my race pass would say that. But if it's anything like the sprint cars last week, I'm hoping we'll go before. That way the track's not horribly rubbered down and we have some grip to work with during the feature. That's main thing why I wasn't able to get a good run on the 3 cars in front of me, I think, is because I was no grip on there and I had all the grip in the heat race. So hopefully it's a little bit different tonight. All right, so the late model feature is only 25 laps, so it's not that bad. So that's good. So even if we are behind them, at least it shouldn't be as rubbered down as it would be had it been a 40-lap race like the sprint cars were. So that's a good deal. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it is. I mean, hot laps ain't going to tell us much. They're in the process of watering the track down now, which, I mean, obviously, like I said, an hour before driver's meeting, and which is at 5:45 for the driver's meeting. The actual hot laps start at 6:15, so we got a lot of time, so they can water it down all they want right now because it's so hot that I think it's just going to dry it back up a little bit. And so, you know, whatever the track's like right now, it doesn't really matter too terribly much. It's going to be what it's like in hot laps is going to be even still wetter than what it's actually going to be in our heat race. So you kind of go into a blind almost with how the track's going to be when it comes to the heat race. And that's going to be how the heat race goes, kind of gives you a small indication how it's going to be in the feature. Not quite, it changes still, but it kind of gives you an idea. We are heading towards the driver's meeting now. It's about 5 minutes till that starts. Hopefully they got the order events on tonight, and we'll know right off the bat where we are. Sometimes they do, most of the time they do, but sometimes they don't have it quite ready yet. But hoping that they do tonight. We'll see. All right, so driver's meeting just wrapped up. We are second to last tonight. We are behind the late models, but like I said, it's only a 25 lap feature instead of like a 40 like it was with the sprint cars last week. So hopefully we still have a little bit of a grip on there, but it's not completely rubber down. We won't know until we get to that point, obviously. But yep, second to last, not directly last tonight. So that's one thing I forgot to mention before we start to go out here for hot laps. We did add a quart of oil onto it. It did burn a little bit of oil from the last time, so we did add a quart of oil. Other than that, tire pressures we changed a little bit. Yeah, we did change tire pressure just a little bit, slightly, very slightly tweaked it. So we'll see. I mean, I'm hoping it'll help me a little bit if the track is as slick as it was during the feature. But you know, if I don't like it, then we can always change it back. It's not too big a deal. All right, so the lineups are finally out. We start last in heat 3, so you only get lucky with the heat poles before one goes wrong. So start last in heat 3. Late models are about to roll out now for their hot laps. There's one more class than us, so we're going to start getting ready to go. And the next thing you're going to see is us going out for hot laps. So that's a wrap for hot laps there. I got a rag here that I had sitting in the cooler to cool myself off just a little bit. But yeah, that's a wrap for hot laps. Track was very, very slick in the middle. But so I don't know how much I was able to get from that. But at least the car felt a little quick still, despite it being a little slick. Hoping it works in just a little bit more, especially in the middle here, right before our heat race starts. They're finishing up hot laps now. Then after that, we're going to do pre-race, and then we are second to last when it comes to heat races, and we're in the very last heat for the mini stocks. So, got a little bit of time left, a little bit of time for us. It seems like it goes pretty quick for you guys because there probably ain't going to be much of an update between now and then. So. Final heat for the final heat for the modified class is going on right now. after this one, the first heat for mini stocks going to go. That means it's time for us to get ready. We're in the third heat, so that's why I'm not suited up and ready to go already. We're in the third heat, so it's about time to start getting ready.
finished third in that heat. Woo! That was a lot of fun. Barely got to 73 at the end there. I thought I was going to finish fourth, but they gave me that third place, so I'll take it. Yeah, that was awesome. Hopefully you guys were able to see the speedometer on there, because I want to watch it when I'm racing. I can't see what it looks like and everything. Obviously, I don't know what it looks like on the GoPro. In the future, it's going to be dark enough where you should be able to see it, no problem. But yeah, going into 3 and 4 here, I was kind of blind because of the damn sun right there. Oh, but man, I fought hard for that 3rd place right there. So that's going to put us 7th in the feature. So we should be in a pretty decent position to be able to add on to our good finishes this year. Just got to get a good jump on it. Starting inside, which I'm not the biggest fan of because I feel like the outside's probably the best spot to run. See if we can't get up to the high side pretty quick, and then see how many spots we can get at that point. So setting up for a pretty decent finish again tonight. As long as we keep the car clean, as long as we keep it straight and don't get wrecked or nothing, I think we should be all right. So I'm exhausted. They gave me a water when I went to the scales, so that helped a little bit. I mean, we have plenty of water here in our pits, but it's good to drink. It's good to have one that don't have to drink our whole supply of water. So, yeah, that was fun. Revival late models just wrapped up. We got a modified class right before us, and then it's us. So we're gonna go over to the car, get ready to go for our feature final race of the night.
feel terrible. Yeah, even going all the way to the back. I turned to 99 on accident. I didn't mean to do that. Not too bad for getting sent to the rear.
Fourth again?
Fifth.
Oh, fifth.
I got fifth that time.
I saw you go fourth.
Quick damage report from the 99 car. Got him right there. That black spot is from its tire. I felt bad about it. I mean, you guys will see it. I went over and apologized to him, and he was pretty chill about it, thankfully. So there's a damage report from it. Pushed in our headlight panel there a little bit, but no harm, no foul. Car kept driving perfectly fine after that, so it's all cosmetic. Well, that was an eventful one. Had to avoid a couple wrecks. Caused a wreck on accident. I mean, I just caused the 99 to spin. I didn't mean to do that at all. I was on him on the quarter panel. At that point, it was either gas it or brake, and we were both going into tire if I braked, so didn't have much of a choice there. Ended up hitting the gas. He got the caution that sent me all the way to the back because you're at 81 Speedway. If you're charged with a caution, they send you to the rear, and you got to work your way back up, which, you know, thankfully I was able to do. I'm very happy about that. Was able to get all the way back up to fifth, finished fifth on there, got on the scales again. Pretty good one. That actually puts us fifth in points now. So we're in a pretty good spot right now. My goal this year was top 10 in points. That's all I wanted this year. We're up to fifth in points right now. We're halfway through the season, so we are on a pretty good roll right now. We just got to make sure we keep it going. But once again, I already went and turned the transponder in. Drove it down there again. Just on our later races like this, I want to make sure I get it on in time, because the rule is once the checker flag falls for the final race, you got 30 minutes to get down to the pay window, get your pay, and if you miss it, then you miss it. You don't get your prize money. I've done that. I made that mistake last year, and with this being my entry money for next week, I can't really afford to do that. So, but that's it tonight. We're now fifth in points, another fifth place finish. We're doing pretty good so far this year. So thank you guys so much for watching. We're going to load this car up and go on home. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you all in the next video.